Voila.
Hello, everybody.
Whoa.
Happy Wednesday.
Howdy.
Happy
Yeah.
Wednesday. Oh my gosh.
Happy. What this happy crap?
Happy. I don't know. I'm happy because I only have one more day of work, and then I am on my way to Alabama for the Vanishing premiere and conference. I'm super excited. Um, Tomorrow after work, it's all day packing. So I'm kind of excited.
Rock on.
Rock on.
And you can tell Greg I said that. Rock on.
Yes, exactly. So if you're still wanting to get tickets for the Vanishing premiere and Paracon, you still can go to Relic Films Media, and they have the link right there. Or Eventbrite, you can go to Relic Films Media, and that'll pop right up. So it's going to be super exciting. So hey, if you're in the area, come on.
Oh yeah, get your butts out there. I mean, it ain't gonna be that cold this weekend in Alabama. Y'all should be able to handle that pretty easy.
I can do the cold. I can do the cold. I just can't do ice, which is what I'm dealing with here. So I'm going to be thankful to get out of here to at least have some decent roads. I'm excited.
Yeah. I can understand that. Yeah. I mean, you don't want to mess with too much of the bad stuff going on out there. I mean, because here yesterday, I should say yesterday. It was yesterday Tuesday. Yeah, yesterday Tuesday. I went to go pick my daughter up. She had been staying at the hotel she works at, and they put them up. The ones that are staying over the weekend that had to work, they actually blocked off a few rooms so they could stay there without having to get back out on the ice and go back and forth and stuff, which was cool. I was like, that's cool. The people in charge. I went there, and everybody's like, "Oh yeah, just take it slow. You'll be fine." Slow, slow is an understatement. Okay, on the county roads, you better have that sucker in low, and you better not be trying to go very fast, very quick, because we were
Right.
not moving.
Right.
So I got home, but on the way home, I saw that two of the roads going back to my area were actually closed off. They had actually shut them down because people were going back there thinking they could just piddle around, and do like they normally do, and
Right.
off in the ditches they'd go.
Oh my goodness. Donnie, how's it up in your area? You're being awfully quiet.
It's cold as hell. Cold as hell. I was just looking at the weather. Alabama doesn't look too bad. Saturday's going to be particularly cold, but they're hitting like 48, the highs throughout the week. So there should be a decent amount of melts going on. But then it's all going to ice again on Saturday because it's going to be. Dude, our weather is just ridiculous. It's 15 degrees Fahrenheit right now. Highs reach like the 20s.
Yeah.
Lows go down to the single digits.
Yeah, I think you're about 2 days behind what Randy and I have already dealt with.
Well, and you're about to get a bomb cyclone from what I was reading today. I mean, they're talking about right off the coast out there. They're going to have a bomb cyclone just out in the Atlantic. You're going to get nailed.
Yeah. My daughter lives in South Carolina.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
she's going to get nailed too.
Yes. That's what I said. I said, oh my goodness, not again. And she has been complaining to me for the last 2 years about how hot it is there, that she's perhaps wanting to relocate. All this I mean, she got a new job, so she said now she's gonna stay there for a couple more years. But I'm thinking, are you changing your mind now? Just a little? I mean, just a little.
Wait.
I mean, because if you're getting that in South Carolina, guess what? When you move north.
Where in South Carolina again?
Well,
on the coast. Just say on the coast or not.
It's on the coast. Yes.
Okay, so on the coast, and the coast of South Carolina in the summer, you might as well be in the Sahara. Well, not in the Sahara, but you might as well be in Kuwait, right on the ocean. I mean, honestly, the humidity's through the roof, and you're probably getting 100+ degree temperatures.
Yeah. And she has never been a sun and beach girl like her mom.
Oh.
No. she'll take an igloo every day.
Oh my goodness, I'm with her on that one. I'd rather have the igloo than the daggone sun. So, but that comes from an old welder and all that other stuff. I don't like that. It hurts. Half time hurts now.
Okay. So backstage, I'm sliding in,
Yeah.
wheels
Coming to a
on fire,
screeching
that
halt.
sort of thing. Yes. And I'm like, hey, well, we got a surprise announcement. And I'm like, what? So why don't we talk about what this surprise announcement is?
Oh, wait, the one we were talking about ending the show with?
Oh, you want to end the show with that?
Well, we can talk
Yeah.
about it a little bit right now. We can do a
Oh,
little bit. We're just
okay.
making the announcement on Donnie's show this coming week. Myself and Jason McLean will be starting a new show called Cryptid Talk with Randy and Jason, or Jason and Randy, whichever one of us wins the arm wrestling contest is one gets first
Yeah.
dibs. Okay,
And they're going to use my channel just because they're still figuring out like
exactly.
whose account to do it on and StreamYard stuff.
And
So
and
yeah,
quite frankly, we don't like each other enough to trust each other with our own stuff or each other's stuff. And so yeah,
Oh,
yeah. And I'm
okay.
I'm going to be out visiting my brother this weekend in Virginia.
yeah,
And well, unless there's that freaking bomb cyclone that I just
yeah.
found out about. So I
Sorry
figured,
about that.
and Jason's got access to my StreamYard
Yeah.
stuff. So
So
Yeah,
well, yeah,
tune into
I was like,
Paranormal
screw it.
Show and Tell to find out about a bomb cyclone.
Yeah,
yeah.
so this weekend will not be the regularly scheduled programming of Donnie Cho Says Stuff. It'll still be on my channel, but it'll be the inaugural episode
Yep.
of
Okay.
what you call it, Cryptid Talk with you and
Cryptid
Jason.
Talk with
Yep.
Jason and me.
And then look out for their own channel soon. Coming
Yeah.
soon.
Oh
Cryptid
my
Talk.
goodness.
Coming soon. All right. So now that that's done,
All right.
hey, we're doing a mystery show today because we don't know what to talk about. We
It's a mystery
literally
to us.
we were literally looking at trying to figure out what to talk about. And I was like, okay, well, we're just going to talk to talk
Yep.
to talk. And maybe
Well, with the weather being as it is, and then work and all of this other kind of stuff that some people have to go to, Randy.
Hey, I will tomorrow. I got to go pick up parts. I got to go to work. I mean, today it wouldn't have been good for me to try to get out today, but yeah, tomorrow is definitely a must.
So basically, this is just going to be a fun show, everyone. We didn't have anything prepared. It has been just a crazy week since last Wednesday, so we actually have nothing. There's nothing that we have been going through. Plus, with me leaving for the conference, I just really haven't had time to do anything. We're glad to see that everybody's coming on in and saying hello. I was going to say hello to everybody, but my chat is stuck.
Your chat's stuck.
My chat is stuck.
Y'all broke her. You broke her.
Oh, you can't see what anyone's saying? Right?
No, it's stuck on the last thing that I saw. It's stuck.
Oh.
Well, here, let's help you. You need to see right there. There. Oh, you can't see that anyway. What am I putting that?
Oh
on?
no, well,
I can't. I don't have it on a TV.
right.
Well, I can't
You can
help it.
squint and try to
Okay,
read it.
I'm gonna put that back away then. Where's your
Right.
glasses? I got glasses. He's got glasses. What the heck? Where's your glasses?
Because when I put them on, it just makes it 10 times worse. Because then it looks
Yeah.
like everything is like right up in my face, and I'm like, no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm hearing a lot of excuses going on right now.
Oh, not
So-
excuses.
So yeah, guys, let's talk about some paranormal cryptid stuff. Does anybody
I
got
wanna talk
any
about dolls.
paranormal?
I just
You wanna
thought
talk
about
about what?
dolls. I just sitting there talking. I was going through some old stuff. I was like, I saw a couple of pictures. Like, I want to talk about dolls.
Dolls.
Dolls. Because remember, we had a nice conversation a couple of times, and with people out in the chat as well, about dolls. Dolls that we all know and love.
No. Oh, yes,
No.
we can. But before we get into that, I had
Mhm.
sent a video to
Yes, you did.
to Randy that's out there. Now, this
Yes.
is from an investigation that I had done at the Ruffin Theater, in
Mhm.
Covington, Tennessee. And something that I didn't even hear that was going on. And Castle Rock Paranormal has put this video out, and it is super cool. Now, have you had time to tear that apart yet, or?
That one, hang on, I'm looking again because I'm pulling it up because I'm going to show it to you at the same time. And no, I have not tore it up apart because, quite frankly, when I get into it, and when I do this, I'm gonna try and jack the volume up a little bit when I share this here in a second. But I figured you want to actually kind of talk about this one a little bit more.
Yeah.
I
Well,
I can hear what y'all are talking about. Now
right.
I haven't separated because I told you I wanted to separate the audio from the video so I
Yeah.
could actually augment that. But you can distinctly hear what you guys are talking about and what it flashed. Of course, you put that on the screen and it flashes and tells you when to listen for it and everything. But it's
Right.
still there. You can still hear it even without that. So
Exactly. Okay, so I'll tell you this story. So we are actually in the men's bathroom. Believe it or not, we're in the men's
hmm
bathroom, and there is a prohibition tunnel that leads into the men's bathroom, which goes under the road and across the street and through the town a little bit. So there's that prohibition tunnel.
yeah,
So we're just standing there, and it's like, then my stomach lets out this, I swear, demonic growl. And when you're on any type of investigation, you're like, hey, that was me, you know, it was my stomach. You always want to own up to it so we don't think it's actual something demonic. I don't even care if you poot. Claim it. It's fine. Everybody does it. Just let me know that you did it so I'm not going, hey,
yeah,
what was that?
yeah, exactly. Well, yeah,
So,
you got to do that though with everybody.
right.
Yeah,
So I'm at, yes, Mickey's like, Brandy, like, Brandon did at Ray County. Yes, his stomach
yeah.
growled, and I was like, what was that? He goes, it was my stomach. I said, okay, just
Just let me
claim
know.
it.
Just let me know.
Right. So I'm standing there, and then this growl came out, and then I'm explaining that I hadn't eaten, and my body was rebelling, and then I didn't hear this, and it was probably because I was talking at the time, which happens a lot. I mean, that's
Yeah.
when we catch a lot of EVPs is when we're talking, and we
hmm
actually can't hear it if it's disembodied.
Yeah.
But it definitely sounds like it could have been disembodied by how clear that it comes out. Um, I don't know how he caught that. I don't even know how Alex caught it, but I sent the video to Randy. So let's just go ahead and play it and
Mhm.
see what everybody thinks. We'll play it a
Sure
couple
got.
times.
Make sure I got the
The
volume
volume.
here. All right, here we go, guys. 9 seconds.
Can you hear that? That was my stomach. Okay. I haven't had anything to eat. It's like, oh, lady. Can you hear that? That was my stomach. Okay. I haven't had anything to eat. It's like.
Now you heard that though, right?
Yes. Yeah, I can hear it, but I know it's there now.
Yeah, and it tells you when it's there as well. That's why I wanted to get it broke apart, and I didn't do it before now, obviously, because I just, quite frankly, I wasn't thinking about it until just now, right before we came on. But I wanted to break it apart so I could actually get to that one spot because it's right in this area right here,
Yeah.
I haven't had anything to eat.
and it's just like that quick whisper. It's a real
But you
quick
can
whisper.
hear it. You can hear the distinct change in voice.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So if you would like to review this, it is at Castle Rock Paranormal. I think it is on a Facebook
Yes. This is a
Reels,
Facebook
but you can
page.
go to Castle Rock Paranormal on their Facebook page and find this.
Okay.
But I mean, can you hear it, Donnie? Or I mean, I know you've got earbuds in. Can you hear it?
I wasn't able to hear it. Some people couldn't hear it. Werewolf said
Yeah,
he
I see
couldn't
that.
hear
I
it.
see that Werewolf couldn't hear it, and a couple of them couldn't hear it. It is
Mhm.
hard to hear, guys. I will tell you that it is hard if you're not listening for it, and if you don't have that thing that comes up, and the lady's kind of giggling. I don't know if that's you or the another lady up there is kind of giggling, but as she starts talking again, or you start talking, is when it actually hits. So listen real
Mhm.
closely as you hear this.
I haven't had anything to eat.
This,
Oh, I heard it. I heard it.
yeah,
Yeah.
you heard
Yeah,
where
it's like
she was
so. It
giggling, and then
sounded.
somebody
Yeah,
started talking. Is like right in between them.
yeah. It's like someone whispering into the mic.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Of all
So
places in a men's bathroom, I'm just saying.
yeah,
Roger
Roger
didn't hear.
didn't hear it either. So, and like I said, for us to truly hear that, I've got to get it and separate it and really
Definitely
augment
be
that
enough.
area
Yeah.
because it's going to be tough with the voices over the top of it as well to even tell what it's saying because you've only got that split second
Mhm.
where you can actually hear that whisper before you go from the laughter to the talking again. That's the
Yeah.
one thing I don't like about. I hate it when I get EVPs because if I have to, because it's hard to really find. Hey, little Mikey, thanks.
Thank
Um,
you.
it's hard to tell, is somebody just exhaling wrong, at the wrong time, at the, when it's happening. That's why I try to find. I showed you the one the other day, the audio from that. You could see the distinct in the waveform itself, the distinct difference between where the person was whispering and when this little hum or whatever it was that came across this little voice, it changed the waveform completely, and you could see it. It didn't go high or low or anything like that, but the waveform itself just changed. So
Mhm.
that helps identify a lot of spots. And if you got a good enough other than sitting here and doing this, 19 to 20 hours on every little bit, um, that's what you got to work with. I mean, you got to have something that can actually pick it out for you. I've
Yeah.
got stuff that does it, but I still end up doing this anyway, because I don't know what that's going to miss.
Okay. So go ahead and play that again one more time.
Okay. All the way back from first.
Can you hear that? That was my stomach. Okay. I haven't had anything to eat. It's like,
Yeah, you can hear it.
Yeah, listen for right after the giggle.
Can you hear that? That was my stomach. Okay. I haven't had anything to eat. It's like, oh, lady.
Okay. So as we keep talking and stuff, I'm going to bring this down, and since I've already got it and I've got it downloaded and everything, I am going to go ahead and just break it apart and import the audio real quick and see if I can go ahead and get that to where we can show you where it's at.
Right. Well,
While
you
we
can
keep
see
talking.
me. You can actually see me in the video. I'm the person in the video.
You're the
That
one
was me
holding
standing next to it.
that recorder. Okay.
But I have not pulled that. See, that's the thing that I've got to do too, because I need to go back and go to my audio, because I had my audio going at the same time to see if that happened. Because
Yeah.
if you remember the story of me going into this theater, I'm like, in the first 10 minutes of everybody being gone, and it was just the three of us left, and we start doing the tour through, they're showing me all this stuff in there. All this stuff began. All these things were happening, including this spot right here. But I think it was kind of neat because he caught it on video. And so,
Yeah.
I'm curious now
how
to
he was
see if
able to
I'm
hear it. I
going.
mean, there's no doubt in my mind he had to be sitting there doing this and just listen till he just caught that, because that would not have given anybody food for thought at any other time unless you're sitting there physically zoned in on it listening.
Exactly. And like I said, I may have not even gotten to that one yet. So, because I had multiple recorders going, so it all depends. That was also at the time when we were in that bathroom where we were hearing something moving somewhere else. And something bigger, not something small. It was bigger, and it was out in somewhere else in the theater. So all that stuff was going on. So I may have missed that and just was concentrating on the bigger things that we had talked about during that whole thing.
Oh yeah.
So
100%.
I'm going to go back now. I'm going to go back when I got a minute, and then I'm going to see if I have that.
Okay. Well, what I've got here is I have separated now, and I've got that particular spot from the giggle through where she starts to talk. And I got something I've expanded on. I want you to see this actually. So
Okay.
you get the right screen up here.
It's funny that we're breaking this down live, everyone.
Yeah, this is the first time we've done it. I mean, this is the first time. I mean, but listen to this now. And I can get this a little bit louder if we have to, but let's see if you guys can hear this.
I haven't had anything to eat.
Were you able to hear it?
Yeah, I heard it.
I heard it.
Okay. Now, look at the waveform. Look at the waveform that you're looking at here, okay? Right here is your whisper. Now watch real quick, just so you see.
I haven't had anything to eat.
Right there's that whisper.
Yeah, you see the spike.
You see that whole area right there has a lot more noise in it than anything else. So and you sit there and move this back here. So right there, that's the whole whisper right in that area right there. And that tells me I don't know. Did y'all hear it at all there at all? Did y'all even think of it?
I
I'm
didn't hear it.
I'm leaning this toward an EVP versus disembodied because of how it manipulates that waveform too. Because
Possibility.
that's just
Possibility. Like I said, we'll know as soon as I get my audio because you see I'm clearly holding my recorder in my hand. So
Yeah.
Who's the one giggling?
that would be Nikki,
hmm
and she is on the other side of him. So she is standing across from me.
Yeah. So the deeper tone that you talk about, little Mikey, you've got what'd you say? What her name was? Nikki.
Nikki, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You got Nikki there. You've got Brandy there, and you've got Alex there. They're all three in that same area.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And
So
it almost sounds like a male, but I don't know. I think we're just gonna have to get into it and slow it down and listen.
because here's another spot. Now it's right as she starts to giggle there, or um, she's giggling through here, and right before it gets to where she's kind of starting to talk here, I guess. I see. Let me go back here, but pay attention to this area right here when you listen to this. It's hard to tell, but I think there's something under the voice right there too.
I think there's something there too.
And the only reason that I could even figure that out is because of the way the normal waveform is versus what it is. And I see this one packed up. This one's so hard to hear though, because it's
Yeah,
right as she's talking, and that just makes more of a nightmare to actually hear it. Unfortunately,
that's
I'm gonna
true.
play.
That's
I'm gonna
true.
play it
You would
all the way
probably have
through.
to eliminate my voice, period.
Yeah, I mean, and that's gonna take more time than I got to deal with.
Yeah, that takes a lot of time. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, but this is the stuff, everybody, that that we're running across, and we
Mhm.
have no explanation. We cannot
Nope.
debunk these things. There was
Nope.
only 3 of us standing there,
Mhm.
and of course, we all have distinctively different voices.
Oh yeah,
And then there's this one that pops up, and then
and it's a whisper.
and I don't know. Once you start looking at this stuff and pulling it out for evidence, you will notice there is a distinct tone. It
Yeah,
sounds different. It does not sound exactly alive. I
yeah.
don't know what to exactly call it, but I
I
don't.
can't tell you either.
Yeah,
Honestly, I can't tell you.
it's something else. It's kind of like when we were listening to the from last week from the Boo Crew. Okay.
Yeah.
When we're listening to their stuff from the Aurora Brothel and
Mhm.
that lullaby, humming song,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. Yep.
It doesn't sound, I'm not gonna say human. It doesn't sound like in this realm.
Yeah, it's not of this world type thing.
Yeah, it sounds like it's like disconnected kind of.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, I agree. So, I mean,
And that's how I pick out a lot of them because I'm like, that sounds different.
yeah.
That sounds weird. That doesn't sound normal, like things that we would normally go after. I mean, or hey, that doesn't sound like anybody that was there.
Well, and
Hmm.
here's another thing. If you're looking at these 2 areas, okay, now this is stereo, obviously. So you got
Yeah.
2 feeds into it. You got
Yes.
your upper feed, which is usually what they call the left, and then the bottom is the right. Okay.
Right.
As you
Right.
can
Right.
see, these 2 right here are different. You see how they're different? That tells me that this whisper is only in mono for the most part.
Yeah.
There's a little bit bleeding over, but yeah, you only got that little bit of whisper in mono.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I mean, these are the little things. I mean, everybody's expecting these big, huge things to happen on an investigation. You're gonna see
Mhm.
a full-bodied apparition. You're gonna see this big, huge shadow and somebody's voice booming down at you.
Yeah.
No, it's
Doesn't work
these
that way.
things. It's the little things that you're looking for. You're going to be more happy realizing that these are the things you're going to find instead of some ghost jumping out and going boo.
Yeah.
It's not going to
Yeah.
happen. It's I mean, I'm not to say it never happens because we've caught some of the stuff, but it's
happened. It's happened.
Right. Right. But this is why we investigate. This is what we're going for. This is the evidence we're finding. That's why everything is still such a mystery. I mean,
Yeah.
there is no black or white in the paranormal world. It's whenever I think that I've seen everything, guess what? I
Something else.
haven't.
Something
There's
else comes
something
up.
else that pops up. Yeah. And it may be just a little tiny thing, but I'm like, well, that's new.
Yeah.
Never
And
seen
then you
that
sit there
before.
and go, wait a second. How come this is happening here and I ain't never seen it before now?
Right. Out of all the
So,
places I've been, how come this has not happened? You know? And the first time that I had encountered poltergeist activity, that was simply amazing.
yeah.
Just it's like next thing you know, you hear all these things rustling around and something being thrown. And then we go back and then all the stuff that was laying on the table was now on the floor.
And see, that's insane to me. I mean, because I have yet to ever truly experience true poltergeist activity. Now I've
Mm-hmm.
come back and stuff's been moved around type thing, but
Mm-hmm.
to actually be thrown or moved or chunked out and stuff. Of course, everybody out there has seen videos of that type, and I'll
Yeah.
guarantee you, 99.9% of everyone you've seen have been staged or faked in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
But there's
I
always that one or two that we cannot really debunk per se.
have you noticed the signs of something being a hoax? And it's always the person looking or diverting their attention to the place it's going to happen before it happens.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, how did you know it was going to happen right there? What's happening? Or they have something strategically placed in it,
Yeah.
and I'm like, why is that there? I mean, that doesn't make any sense. Why all of this stuff would be like lined up right on the edge of a countertop, or
Yeah.
like if you're seeing a cabinet opening, but it's way back in the back. It's like
Yeah.
they're always way
See,
back in the back,
I
and the
never
camera.
consider that. Yeah,
Yeah,
but I
and
never consider that kind of stuff as being poltergeist. I consider poltergeist as that mischievous thing that's throwing crap all over the place with no real
well,
rhyme or
this is
reason.
what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about when the cabinet opens and things fall.
Yeah.
But the camera is always strategically placed in somewhere you would never put a camera.
No.
I mean, like
Right.
in the kitchen, really? Why would you do
And
that? Unless you're having activity already and you're like, I'm going to
yeah,
catch this stuff.
yeah,
But the narrative they put on it is, hey, I just caught this on my camera.
yeah,
It's like, why are you taking a video of your kitchen? I
yeah.
don't know.
Yeah. And I'm with you. I mean, because there's too many of them out there that you'll sit there and we've done this. I don't know how many times on the other show going, why would you put a camera there? This doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense. Why would you put a camera there? Now there was one that the guy put it on, but it covered like the whole front area. They got the kitchen and the whole little area. Remember the little the ghost dog walking through and stuff?
Yes.
That one we're like, okay, he put it up, but it's like covering the back door, the kitchen area, and toward a little bit more even toward the front,
Mhm.
to the into the living room of the house. And what he caught that at, and it wasn't even night vision. That's the thing. It wasn't night vision. It was just a regular old fashioned camera that he put up there, and he left a light on above the stove or the sink. I can't remember which one it was, but he left it open and on, and you could see this shadow dog. Essentially, he didn't have any dogs left, or he had one, I think it was,
Hmm.
but it wasn't even there. It was in its kennel at
Right.
that point.
Well,
So that's
I
what he
mean,
said.
Donnie, you've seen the videos that we're
Yeah.
talking about. This all of a sudden, all the stuff is flying around. What do you think about these videos? Do you think that most of them are 100%, spirit or poltergeist, or do you think that most of these are hoaxes out there, like in the TikToker land?
I think none of them have creativity, or not creativity, credibility. None. Zero. I'm not saying that they're all hoaxes, but they don't
No.
have
Mhm.
credibility.
No.
The
I'm
problem
with you.
is that it's too easy with AI and everything. It's too easy to fake it. So even if you have bona fide 100% proof, even if you put it out on the internet, people aren't going to buy it.
No, they're too.
There's no such thing as a video smoking gun
No.
Right.
because they've already muddied the water so much. In my opinion, the only way you can provide absolute proof is that whoever is that non-believer has to experience it for themselves. Otherwise, there's going to be nothing you can present that will convince them.
No.
Right.
A bit.
Now, there was a family, the children were very, very young, and the parents were claiming that they were having all of this destructive activity in the house. Things were flying, moving, da 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 da. So Paranormal Nightmare, which is the three brothers, they do this show, and they reached out to them and said, "Hey, come investigate this house. This is what we're having. This is what we're having." And they're putting out all these videos everywhere that you could find them. On the Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. They're all doing all of these things on these social media channels and showing all this evidence. The brothers got there, and as they're doing their investigation, they're finding all the signs of being a hoax. And on their show, which I love them, it's Paranormal Nightmare TV. On their show, they're all about helping families, doing all the things that we should do as investigators if somebody's in trouble and can't deal with what's happening. So when they were there, and then you see at the end of the video and how they start talking about this place was not haunted at all.
Yeah.
And the things that they were finding, and but they had to put it out there. Because when you give them a call, you have to consent for them to video the whole thing, da 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 da.
Yeah.
They had to put it out there, and they're like, "We don't lie about what's happening in the house or these locations. We can't."
Yeah.
And it's just a shame. And and I looked at it probably about a year ago. I think it was a year ago, and some of these videos are still out there. I'm like, I would never try to do something like that.
No.
Right.
And it happens all the time,
Absolutely.
And me, I'm looking every week. I'm literally at the point. I think I found the end of the internet. Honestly, I think I found the end of the internet. So I really, you can't believe half of what's out there. What am I saying? You can't believe 95% that's out there.
I know.
And I still put it up just so everybody can look at it and say, "Yeah, that's dumb. Get it out of here."
Yeah. Well, Nemo said you can put a camera in the kitchen to catch whoever's stealing your pie. Absolutely, but just don't claim it's Bigfoot, okay? Just don't do it.
Yeah.
Just don't do it.
Better yet, please don't sit there and claim your evidence is out of South Africa when it's obviously the Eric Shipton footprints from the Yeti in 1950 freaking 3. So, or 56, whichever one it was.
Right.
That
right.
one got me hot. That one got me hot.
We have noticed that there is an uptick of people stealing other people's evidence.
Mm-hmm. Big time.
And claiming, "Oh, hey, I found this picture from a long time ago." Are you sure it's yours?
It's not.
Because we see the same picture and it's posted from somebody else like a couple years ago. I don't think this is yours. So, I mean, it is super hard to deal with evidence that we can't figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
And we're always the type of, when in doubt, we throw it out. We're not going to put it out there. And if we do put it out there, say, "Hey, what do you guys think?"
Yeah.
Please
tell me, because I don't know what to think.
Right. And sometimes it's like, maybe I'm not thinking in the right direction. I'm way off here. Sometimes it takes a fresh pair of eyes or ears to hear or see something that we're not, or maybe possibly show us a way that we can debunk this. And we're always talking about it, always talking about it. So every once in a while, I'll send Randy this or that, or these videos and stuff, and he'll tell me, that's
Yeah,
dumb.
or we don't want to talk about the one she sent me. Said, "Hey, you got to check this out." Like, you know, this one was faked, right? This is not a real documentary.
And then I'm like, well, dang,
She was
I wanted it to
disappointed.
be real. I want it to be real. I'm always looking to push that envelope just a little bit further. It's like,
Mhm.
dang it. But I know everybody out there, and we get a little confused when we are debunking this stuff on our show on Sunday.
Mhm. Yeah.
But there are so many ways. But if you've been watching for all this time, how long we've been on, Randy? A year and a
Well,
half
94
or something.
episodes. Yeah, well, actually, it's been closer to 2 years. I think we started up. Yeah, it's been 2 years. January
Yeah,
would have been 2 years. We took a little bit, a
yeah,
couple of times off still.
yeah, about 2 years, and a lot of the things are reoccurring. So a lot of these little tricks that people are pulling out there, Randy and I are catching them right off the bat. Right
Yeah.
off the bat. Hence why we wear our tinfoil hats, because we're trying to save our brain cells, because some of this out there will literally just drain you, because you're just like, that's just
I,
dumb.
now that mine is all messed up, I'm an overachiever.
Look at Randy's new hat. You gotta love it. He looks like the Coneheads, don't he?
Looks like you got an upgrade.
He did.
Yeah.
I mean, now he's just got to keep it together. You're kind
Look
of
at that.
blurring
The
out there,
camera
Randy.
can't even handle it.
Yeah, I know. It's like blending into the background.
No, that's how you know it's
Yeah,
working right.
I
It's
know. I think it's
blocking the
one of those things.
signals, Brandy. It's working right.
Yeah,
Yes.
see, you can't
And
see anything.
Donnie, he is now. Somebody just said it. What are you now? The Pope of the supernatural.
Yes,
Yeah.
Donnie said it the other day, I think, or you said it.
I
I don't know who
don't
said it.
use a tinfoil hat. I go raw dog.
That's right. It was
saving.
Nemo actually. Nemo actually said it. I'm the Pope of the supernatural with this.
The Pope of the supernatural.
Devo, little Patty, quit. I will do whip it. I got that on audio right here.
Right. So I mean, we do like to keep our show a little lighthearted and stuff like that, because the worst thing is like when you think you've got something and you show somebody and they're like, you know what? It's probably this. This is what
Yeah.
happened. And then your hopes and dreams are dashed and you're like,
Oh, that's
dang.
happened to people that we knew. That's definitely happened to
Yes.
people
It's
that we
happened
knew.
to
Yeah.
me. It's happened to me. I'm like, then why has it got to look like that? You know what I'm saying? Why has it got to look like
He was
that?
very mad at me that day. I
You're
thought
like,
she was going to quit
why?
talking to me.
No, I was disappointed.
That's okay. My buddy Keith sent me a video today from his boss had put blink cameras out in his workshop and stuff. And of course, everybody's been home, and him and his wife, they were all up at the house and everything. But he got a motion detector or motion detection from the blinks. So he goes down there, checks everything's all locked up, everything's done right, and he comes back, starts checking the feed and stuff, and he sees this little thing, and I'm like, "Damn, that's so small, I can barely see it," type thing on the phone. Pull it up on this, and it's so blurry you can't tell hardly anything. But I'm looking at it and was like, dude, that has all the telltale signs of being a bug going across the bottom of the lens. And he's like,
Oh,
dang it.
I can't call them the names I want to on this show. Them little duty
Critters.
heads.
Just
Them
say
little
critters.
duty heads. I'm like, they crawl across your screen, and sometimes you can't make out exactly what's crawling across the screen because of the resolution and how close it is. And you swear that it's an apparition walking across there. You really do.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's so deceiving on these camera systems. You're like, oh my God. The other thing that I love too is the smudge on the camera lens.
That's always one that gets me. I'm like, really? What? Come on,
Yeah.
guys. It's sitting there literally and doesn't move over any at all across Howard.
Right. It's that. Now, I'm not saying your cell phones, ladies and gentlemen, are not a good tool, because I believe they are a great, fantastic tool. Because we have them on us at all times. I mean,
Yeah.
we do. But you got to clean your lens Everybody, clean
It's
the lens.
it's the same thing with this bad boy right here. This is a thermal, okay? This is a
Mhm.
thermal camera. If you don't clean these little sensors back here every so often with some alcohol and such, there's no telling what you're going to pick up sometimes.
Right. And I've done that myself. And I'm like, what is that? And then I turn my camera over because that's the first thing that I'm looking for is I'm going to look at the lens. And then I'm like, it's got a smudge on it. Because we're constantly on our phone, doing this, doing that, putting in our back pocket, putting in our purse, putting in our pocket. You're going to touch them. You're absolutely going to touch them. So make sure you clean them. That's all I got to say about that one. Because I've done it myself and I'm like, oh my gosh. And there was a location that I did. It was outside of Huntsville, Alabama, and this is probably about 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Probably longer than that, probably 25 years ago. And we were up in a cemetery and it was creepy because it was super late at night and it was cloudy. You could see, the moon partially, but when you get up to the cemetery, it's at the top of the hill. And then right after the cemetery, which isn't far, it goes straight back down. So as we're out there in the cemetery and we're looking around and taking pictures and this and that and the other, well, it was very, very cool where you could see your breath out there.
Yeah.
So I had a flash on because it was so dark out there. I had a flash on, and at the same time, one of the girls next to me took a breath, which when it went across the camera, it was like, it looked like an apparition coming across because of that certain fog that her breath had made, right? So the other guys that were out there were like, and I'm giggling and I'm like looking at this picture and I'm like, let's tease him a little bit because this is you breathing. And she goes, yeah, that was me breathing. That's it. Let's just do this. So we went over to, look what we got. And we're like doing this and they're like freaking out and all this other kind of stuff. And then we start laughing. They're like, what? I said, it's just her breath that just happened to have been caught the same time I took the picture. So I mean, 99% of the time, these things aren't real when you're taking the picture.
Yeah.
You're like, well, yeah, this happened or that happened. And we went through several videos of car exhaust. Car exhaust is a good one to catch in the wintertime because then that looks kind of all crazy. Are you looking at something, Randy?
Yeah, I'm trying to find what little Patty was talking about real quick about the stuff woodwalkers have put out there. I want to see exactly what we're looking at. Okay, it's a video on there, and they may have a private page. I don't know. Maybe I'm not following them or something because it's not coming up on mine at all. So I'm like,
yeah, and we can't show anybody. We can't show about anybody else's evidence.
If it's private,
so.
Obviously I can't anyway. But
yeah, I mean, we have to do all kinds of stuff to edit it just to show you a little piece of what they're showing because we're not trying to steal your evidence. We just want to talk about it. That's all we want to do out there, everybody. We're not trying to steal. I promise. We just want to talk about it.
Nope. And that's exactly what it is. Woodwalkers. That's why she can't tag me in it because it's a private group that I'm not part of.
Right. And, it's just like that piece from Castle Rock Paranormal. I'm in the video.
Yeah. You're in it. And quite frankly, I think Alex has said anytime we want anything, just give him a holler. He's good. So
absolutely. Absolutely. And I've got a real tough schedule coming up this next year. There's so many things in the fire that we want to do another investigation out there. And I am super excited to do it. And you guys are more than welcome to come.
I mean, you know me in theaters in the first place.
Oh, I know. I'm loving them. I'm loving them.
I've been to that one in Mineola at least 5 times now. So
yeah. That's why I'm saying if I can't go into one of these bigger locations with a small minimal team, I don't really want to go. There is so much contamination and stuff like that, especially if you're trying to do any serious evidence gathering. You know what I mean? It's just if I can't go in with a small team, I don't want to go into these big places because you don't know where the sound is. You don't know where the acoustics are coming from. You
Yeah.
don't know, could it be that the sound can travel? Just you just don't know. So I don't like doing that. So I'm getting into these lesser known, smaller locations that I'm thoroughly enjoying.
It's more
And
fun.
they're little locations with big histories.
Yeah.
So
And they're more fun, honestly. I swear there's more activity in these little places we go to that aren't trying to, break the bank on anybody or anything like that. You get more activity, you get more I don't want to say I hate to say it like, the chills type thing, but I can tell you right now, the farmhouse I went in with my daughter, that gave me more chills going up on it and getting in there than anything I've ever been in. As far as going into it, there was nothing malevolent in any way, shape, or form. It was just the look and the aura it gave off. But
yeah.
once you got in there, you felt like something was welcoming you home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so, but
I don't know. It's just kind of like the investigation I did out in the small town that I went to in Missouri. The place that can't be named at this point because it's really not my story to tell, but it's a fantastic story.
yeah, we're still
that
waiting
we're you're still waiting
for anything. Y'all need to hurry up, put some stuff out. Dadgummit.
They did.
When?
And I'm sure
Missed
you've
it
heard
again.
it. I'm sure you've heard us talk about it. The half-inch wrench crew. They did put
Yeah.
out a video.
Oh, did they? Okay, I didn't see it. It didn't come up. I didn't know they'd actually put it out.
Yeah, they put out the full extended video.
Okay, cool. I'll go back then.
Where everything is out there. So go back and check out their stuff. And I think it is captioned where it says Blondes and Booze was out. So check it out. Just check it out because I mean things were happening and what we saw was not caught on video, but what we heard was caught on video.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool, and then once you're getting out there and you start getting deeper into these woods and it gets kind of creepy, which it was also deceiving because we were walking along a river and some of it is a rushing water over rocks and things. So it is making quite a bit of noise. You wouldn't think so. You're like, oh, it's just a river. It's loud.
Oh.
It is loud. When you're out there.
Rushing water.
Yeah, and you can hear it, and it's absolutely insane out there because of where it had flooded many years past. Parts of homes are still located out there.
Wow.
Where it had rushed out, so you're finding all remnants of old houses and things in there.
Yeah.
And they built it up so it wouldn't, so they could divert the river and it not happen again. And so far it's held up, but all this, like we found an old toy Tonka truck, what was left of it out there. And we're finding tiles from it looked like a bathroom or something and all kinds of stuff that had been washed down this thing. So I mean it has a really wicked history anyway. But the activity, when it's warmer, I'm going. And when I mean warmer, I mean where I'm not feeling like I'm getting hypothermia within the first 30 minutes. That's all I'm saying. It just has to be just a little bit warmer. Like I'll take a nice 40 degrees. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm not taking it below zero. That's all I'm saying.
I get it.
That's a little cold for me. Yeah, that's a little bit chilly for me. But that like I said, these little places are what's getting me with the real deep, rich history.
Yeah.
And it may not be the history that you want to hear, all sunshine and roses. It may be dark, but at least I know what to expect or what to look for depending on the history.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's all to you guys. I mean, and how you feel about these locations. Like the whole Bigfoot thing was just added like topping on my Sunday for what I went out there for, because what first started off to be as a paranormal ended quickly and went straight to Bigfoot. So it was like super awesome. It was awesome. And I like the places where you can get the trifecta. You can get the UFO, you can get the cryptid, you can get the paranormal. It's all these things. That means you got to have your head on a swivel, and you have your audio and your video going at all times. And you're not only looking up, you're looking down, you're looking straight across, you're looking in the trees, you're doing everything. It's kind of like you have to be really aware of your surroundings and just keep an eye on everything.
Yeah.
That's why I rarely, when I investigate, I rarely wear my hat frontwards. It'll always be turned backwards, because I don't want anything obstructing my view, already more than what my glasses do.
Yeah.
And even with my glasses, I made sure that there is not a rim on the bottom, so I can see clearly without the rim of my glasses being in the way. So yeah, even that is down to it. That just tells you how dedicated I am. My glasses even had, so I don't have this dark rim around the bottom, so it's not obstructing my view.
Well, I like that you talked about going to the kitchen and getting whatever toppings or whatever you talked about for a second there. And that made me start sitting there and thinking, Donnie hasn't done a meme in so long. I hadn't even thought about even asking him to do it, but I went out and found something. So,
Donnie Cho, meme of the week.
So I went out and found something to kind of help people that get in that situation. Hey, I'm going to go out and I'm going to do something, but I'm going to make sure I keep my eye out type thing. Just remember, after doing it, make sure you stomp all the way.
Bed after watching a scary movie, so ghosts know I'm not scared of them.
Yes, 100%. If I could have found Scrappy Doo, I'd have put Scrappy Doo up there. Okay. And I didn't do that anyway, so that was somebody I stole it from. So.
And this is me. I mean, because we know after a long night of investigating and you're just trying to go to bed, you're like, I am so tired. Yeah. I can't do this. And then, something starts happening in the house and I'm just like.
And you're wired.
No, I'm just like.
Go away.
Go away. Not tonight. Not happening.
Starts happening around me. I'm like, ding, 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 ding.
Oh, not me. Not me. I'm just like, go away. Just go away. And it could happen. It could happen at home. It could happen, when we have to stay over at hotels or stay at somebody's house or, we stay in haunted locations. I'm like, no.
Yeah. But, I found one for Donnie too, just to be on the safe side with it, so yeah, just remember when those lights flicker. Ain't no electrical issues around here.
Electrical issues. 99% demons.
And shiitake mushrooms.
That's it.
Shiitake mushrooms. That's what I use.
And those are good, actually. But
just remember that, folks. If you're where you can't swear, shiitake works really well.
Yeah, no, it don't. I don't care what she says. No, it don't.
Yes, it does. Shiitake.
Just go German. Scheiße.
No, you can't say that either because that's still
what?
That's still saying the bad word, no matter what what word is.
You think these algorithms
it's not in
German?
English doesn't mean it's not the bad word.
Hey, come on. These people out there,
they have YouTube in Germany, Randy. They have YouTube in Germany. It's all
they can understand it. That's okay. They can understand it.
This is why I go full bore uncensored on my show, because it's just I don't want to deal with that censorship. It's not for me.
Well, yeah. And I mean, to each his own. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't have to say those words to get my point across, even though it's funny sometimes when I do. I don't have to. So it's just, for me, it doesn't really matter. I mean, because you can say on YouTube, you can say damn and you can say hell, because that is in reference to a lot of the topics that we talk about. Yeah. It is one of the 2 accepted words on YouTube at this time. And so you can say those words. I mean, if you want to. Yeah. if you want to.
I don't want to now. I'm mad.
Now we don't.
Meanwhile, on my show, we're inventing new racial slurs. Remember, for Bigfoot.
Well, yeah, booger.
Yeah,
I can say that one. Booger is the new racial slur, everyone.
For Bigfoot, yep.
For Bigfoot.
I invented that.
Yep,
That's
Crap.
recreation.
that's it.
Yeah.
He
We've been
invented
calling them
it.
boogers for how many years though?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
now it's a racial slur.
Now it's a slur.
Now it's a slur.
Yeah. Before
I mean,
it was just a
it was
nickname.
acceptable before
It was a
because that was the name
colloquialism.
given,
Yeah.
but now it's a racial slur. And that's okay. So if I call you a booger, Randy, I mean, don't take it personally. It's just,
Yeah.
You're lucky I ain't figure out how to put a ticker across there saying snowflake alert, snowflake alert.
Yeah. Yeah. Next time, if I ever see a Bigfoot out in the woods, I'll be like, "Yo, what's up, my booger?"
Yeah. Let me know
Yeah.
what happens after he rips those
Yeah.
armpits out. So
Right. Mickey says it is funny when Brady says a bad word.
she said
Yeah.
Krista. It's funnier when Krista says a bad word though.
Oh no,
Well, she said both.
She's a sailor. Krista's a sailor.
Yeah.
But she said it's even
She'll tell
funnier
ya.
when she says it.
Yeah, but she's a sailor. Boy.
She don't hold a candle. I gotta listen to my young twins talk to me half the time, and all of a sudden they just start dropping F bombs left and right. And I'm like, "Who taught you how to?" Then I thought about it for a second. Well,
No,
never
it's
mind.
not how many bad words you can drop. It's like how you drop them.
Yeah, and
It's
how
like-
you accentuate them.
Yeah, it's that emphasis and what are you trying to get out and say?
How do you deal with it when you got your youngest daughters looking at you or talking to you on the phone or talking to you on Facebook, going blankety blank blank blank? Like you got that from your mother, didn't you?
Right. But I will say this, and I'm going to say it on my show. What I normally
Don't you
say,
say no F bomb.
no, I won't say that. I'm going to tell you what I normally do say when something happens.
Yeah.
Well, shit. That's what I say. I do say that. I do say that.
Then why
I
do
try
you
not
give
to.
I'm not going to talk about it no more. It's a do as I say, not as I do. I see what it is. It's okay.
I do say that though. I mean, when something happens, I mean,
Yeah.
you're just like, well, just add something else on. Go ahead.
Yep.
Yeah. Actually, in real life, I actually don't cuss that much in real life. I mean, you guys have been around me in person. I don't drop as many.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like you did.
cuss
Yeah.
words.
No. I mean, we've had a lot of deep conversations, and no, you do not say those words on your show like you do on your
In
show.
person, yeah.
You don't.
Yeah, on my show, like I have to kind of sometimes I'll go into like, I'll be in the zone or whatever talking about a topic and I'll realize to myself, oh man, I haven't cursed in a while. I'm off brand. I gotta stay on
Yeah.
brand. I gotta drop an
Big time.
F-bomb right now.
I need to invent words.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I see everybody out there that's watching and in chat land, hey, if I call you booger, now you know. There you go. I'm throwing a slur at you,
Yeah.
booger.
Booger.
I
Brandy is
even
just
called my
another
kids
booger lover.
and I've even called my kids boogers.
Well,
Listen
now
here,
wait a
you little
second.
booger.
Are you calling your kids little Sasquatches?
I guess I've done that throughout their lives, calling them a little booger.
I got.
We should come up with
No,
we should come
I don't
up
have
with
any
a
boogers.
slur
I'm good.
for we should come up with a slur for like dog man.
You don't want mine.
Yeah. Yeah. Bigfoot Michigan Rob says Brandy backstage has an entire different vocabulary. And I do. Around my friends, I do.
Yep.
I do have a different vocabulary. And especially if I'm talking about something passionate with my friends. Yeah.
You have
I do.
friends? Where?
Don't talk. I don't know. I've only got 2. Shush. No. But I'm just saying, it's just things like that. And that's why when we go to take these videos and stuff and we're putting these out on the internet. Hey, look, guys.
And we lost her.
Oh,
Did we lose her? Now we can talk
she's
crap about her.
frozen. She turned to ice.
Oh, there
Am
she
I
goes.
here?
She's coming back.
You're
Yeah, there
here.
you are again. You're back now.
Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm like, oh my gosh. And okay. So like I was saying, and like these videos and stuff that we're seeing out on the internet and stuff like that. I mean, this is the segue into what I was getting to. We don't need to hear all the colorful things out there that people are saying. You could say, what was that? without using the F-bomb. You can say, you know, all kinds of stuff without using those words. Because look, what we're trying to do is keep the kids involved in this, even though our shows are not made for children because we talk a lot about a lot of sensitive topics. But if I want to go show my child a piece of evidence and go, hey, you've got to see this. This is like class A type evidence. You got to see this. But I'm not going to play it for my child if somebody's F this, F that, F this, F that.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not going to do it. So, you know, there's no reason for it. And some of these investigators out there running around screaming and yelling and running and doing whatever and using the F-bomb, look, your evidence won't make my household. It won't even make a view for me. The first time that I get the even hint that this is a normal type of behavior or a type of vocabulary thing you have going, it's no longer in my household. So you just lost, you know, a viewer and someone else, you know, my child. I won't bring him up on that either.
Brandy, I've got an idea for a paranormal investigation TV show. Okay. Are you ready for the pitch?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm ready.
It's like Ghost Adventures or Ghost Hunters or whatever. It's a paranormal investigation show, except everyone is buck naked. The name of the show will be called Naked and Really Afraid.
You know,
put them out in the haunted woods somewhere.
Yeah,
you know,
because
like the one in Japan.
I've watched Naked and Afraid a lot through the years, and quite frankly, when they put them up in the Canadian wilderness with nothing but bear skins to try and stay warm type thing or whatever, I was like, these people are going to die. These people are going to die out there like that. And I was like,
no, I mean, because I mean, Donnie's onto something. Because not only would you have to stay alive and be naked, then you have to deal with whatever else is out there.
The paranormal stuff. Yeah.
The paranormal stuff, the supernatural stuff.
I'd be more worried about them bears and stuff trying to get you.
Maybe. Maybe. I mean, here I worry more
like
about
how she's like, to think about it first. Maybe,
well, because I worry more about snakes because I can hear bears before I can hear snakes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I run up on snakes, it's usually too, you know, it's too close for comfort. Too close for comfort. And it's like, that's something I just don't want to deal with. But no, Donnie, you're onto something.
Yeah, Naked and Really Afraid. They'll go into a paranormal investigation. They'll have their EVP meters out and they're listening for EVPs. And that's like, and then people will be listening back and they'll be like, hey, what's that flapping sound? And then they'll be like, oh, that's just me flapping in the wind.
You know, and that could be the thing is like they videotape all the stuff that happens during the night, and then, you know, like the producers and stuff, and then they'll send back whatever that they were hearing all night and give them little flashes of what they were seeing and what they were hearing. That would freak them out for the next night. Yes.
They wouldn't want to go to sleep.
I don't even think you have to be naked. I think just one set of clothes for a week. You know what I'm saying? Let's go with that. In the woods, and then they record that night, and then the next day the production system puts back into them, this is what you heard, this is what we saw, blah blah blah. Let them, I don't know, stew on that before the next night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that would be something
nice. Lot of psyching them out type thing on that one.
Yeah, and like I said, just throw them out there with minimal stuff, like a little 2-inch knife and a camera, and have them survive. I could do that. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Should do
right.
That's
exactly what we're talking about. Naked and Afraid, but we don't even have to be naked.
Naked and Really Afraid.
Naked and Really Afraid. Yeah.
Did you do like
Pancho got it? Pancho got it.
Yeah. Like naked Ouija board sessions. Yeah.
He changed it. It was naked and squatting, and that's naked and squatching.
Naked and squatching.
I just don't like squatch. Squatch just sounds stupid. So.
And it's just one of his. He
Pet
doesn't
peeves.
like words.
Yeah.
It's one of Randy's many pet peeves.
Why?
Only
Right.
because it reminds me of a certain person that I never want to hear out of again. So.
Oh.
There is that. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna have to sneeze. Okay. Excuse me.
Bye. She
And she'll be
took
back
forever
in
to
5, 4,
and we
3,
keep talking.
2,
She
1.
could hear it. We keep talking. I could hear it.
So yeah, Randy, do you have any other pitches or ideas for paranormal TV shows or cryptid TV shows?
What's really bad is they're all already out there, the vast majority. So, I mean, the best thing that's happened to me in a while is the rehash of Monster Quest coming back out. And the first one had people that we kind of knew. And I haven't watched the newest one yet, but I know that people we know in the community are actually being used on these. Whereas before, you could pick up on a few of them, but you didn't know them per se. Now we know them, and I don't know. I mean, that's probably that's, yeah. Oh no, 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 Poncho. Whoa, 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 whoa. Listen, all I can say is Oklahoma is the only reason Texas doesn't fall off in the ocean, and I'll leave it at that. Okay.
Oh my lord. Anyway, but
Poncho brought it up, and I was nice.
but going back to what you said, Randy, about
Yeah, you
these
sneezed?
shows. I saw the first one. I haven't watched the second one.
Yeah.
I love that they're bringing out people I know, people I care about, and I know
Yeah.
personally, and I love that they're bringing these people to these shows. But I am interested in the lesser well-known individuals, the ones that are really out there and doing the thing. They're doing it. They've got it, but they just can't get that recognition. You know what I'm saying? And there's a ton of them out there. I mean, they may do
Yeah.
great on YouTube.
Yeah.
But they're not super well known.
No.
And
Yeah.
I'm really interested in because some of the evidence and things that people are throwing out there, I am just in awe of. And I'm just, I think we need more of that. I think we need to bring up some newcomers. I think, because basically the land of TV paranormal cryptid drama is pretty much over. Okay. It has died. So everything has gone, it went to Discovery. That now is dying out. YouTube is the only place that we can get nonstop. I'm talking about entertainment.
Yeah.
We can get it on YouTube. And but I think they need to bring in newcomers and breathe life into these things again. Because I mean, we have these shows that have gone for years and years and years, and I am so tired of the same thing happening every episode. And it's kind of like,
I'm with you on that, but I also see some of these newbies that are out there. You know what I mean? I say newbies just because they've probably been doing it the last 5 years, where we've been doing it for 25 or 30 years. And we've seen all the advents of all this equipment that they get relatively cheap now compared to what it used to be for us back in the day.
Yeah.
An audio recorder it cost you $200 to $300 at one point. Okay, don't even think about any kind of thermal at all. And IR, your IR boxes were this big, and they were a static camera, and that's all you get. You didn't get IR that you can move around with. Okay,
right.
But I see these kids out there, and I don't want to say their names. They're the S and C. I'll leave it at that. Every once in a while, I get duped into one of their kind of shows. Right. I don't want to come out to the YouTube channel and watch a quote unquote live investigation where, oh, we're going to do this if you give us this many likes, or we're going to do this if we get this many more subscribers.
I don't
I'm like,
like
you know
that.
what? I'm not even wasting my time being on your channel. forget it. You're not
You're
getting no
right.
hours.
I
No
mean,
nothing.
you are absolutely right. When, yes, we ask people to subscribe to us. Yes, we ask you to share us out there. But, it's kind of like we're not going to sit here and go, oh, well, we're not going to talk about anything until we get 1,000 likes. Okay.
Yeah.
We're just not going to
Honestly.
talk about anything. We're going to do it regardless. I mean, if we have one person, 100 or 1,000 out
Yeah.
there watching, we're going to
Yeah,
do
this
the
ain't
same thing.
OnlyFans. What do these people think this is? They're
Yeah.
acting like this is
If it's
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans now, we're talking. Hang
Yeah.
on, I'll get ready to go right.
Yeah.
You're right. It's kind of like pay TV. No,
Yeah, I'm not gonna
YouTube
do it.
is not pay TV, everyone.
Nope.
We appreciate everything that everyone gives to us, but you don't have to. We're going to do
Yeah.
this regardless because this is
Exactly.
our passion. This
Yep.
is what we love to talk about. This is what we love to do. This is what we're going to do regardless.
Yeah.
But, when you're saying things like, hey, I got to have this many likes or da 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 da,
Yeah. I don't want to deal with it. I won't
the,
even deal with it.
the
I mean,
donation part just helps us keep going because we are normal Joes.
Yeah.
We get out there and we go to work every single day. We've got to do the normal adult things on top of what else
Exactly.
that we're trying to do. Now, what these shows do for us is they afford us to keep up the StreamYard that costs money. This affords us to do other things or take that side trip to like what Randy does to Mineola. It lets us afford to do these things.
Mm-hmm.
All of my equipment was not bought by YouTube money.
Mm-mm.
Believe
one
me,
bit
if
of
that were the case, I'd be stuck there with some dowsing rods, and that's all I'd have.
Yeah.
So these things do come out of our pocket.
Yep.
But we're not going to sit there and say, hey, we're going to have to get 1,000 likes before we do anything. It's not what's
Yeah,
going to happen.
I've never made a single dime off
No, me neither.
this, and I've been doing this for like what 3-4 years now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's say you were doing stuff with Danielle before she even came over and stuff. So
Yeah,
I mean, you've been at it for a good while.
yeah, it's been a while,
And
almost
I
5
mean,
years.
I've only
Actually,
been doing YouTube. The 3 years with you. I'm counting again. Was it? Yeah, we're ending our second year right now. Is what I'm thinking we're doing.
yeah,
But the stuff we do on Truth or Tinfoil, that's only been a couple of years. But I've been behind the scenes working on Texas side and stuff for 5 years prior to that.
Mhm.
So, but that's all
And I've
electronic.
only been at this for 4 years. So, we're not here to strike it rich. We're not
No.
here to do any of that. Believe me.
no, I'm not here to
Believe
make
me.
money. No, I'm here to
No.
meet women.
He's here to meet women.
And we've tried to set him
That's
up a
it.
couple of times, but it
Yeah,
doesn't seem to work
that's my
out.
own. That's my only thing that I'm after.
Yeah, he
Subscribers
doesn't.
be damned. Yeah,
I mean, he just doesn't like who we pick out for him. I mean,
I can't
so
help him with
what?
that.
They have a
Yeah.
second nose, okay? So
Or a third
what,
eye.
Donnie?
yeah.
A big old wart on the side of their face. I mean, come
Yeah,
on.
it's their
Don't be
little
picky.
friend. I mean, he doesn't like none of that.
No, weirdo.
So we gave up.
Hey, CCR is here. What's going on? That's Josh out there. So
Hi,
first time
Josh.
seeing him in a while, actually.
I see him around. He's on my Facebook, so I get to see him, a little
He's
bit.
on mine too. He's on mine too, but still. All right. Thanks, little Mikey. Again.
Go ahead and read that because that's good.
Wait. He's in Canada, so I got to decipher it first. Hang on. Let's see.
He's got to translate.
We're hardworking people. Blah, 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 blah. We chose to donate because we genuinely support and enjoy
Okay,
what you guys do.
let me read it better than Randy. It says we're hardworking people, so we get to choose who we donate to because we genuinely support what you guys do. Thank you.
I'm glad she could pick it up there. She's closer to the Canadian border than I am. But we appreciate it though, little Mikey. Honestly, I just got to give everybody help because once again
I'm
from Michigan. I can translate better.
we can go back to talking about the stuff I have to read on Truth or Tinfoil too, because I
Oh my.
have to study it before trying to read it. So I mean,
Well, yeah.
yours is actually easy.
I mean, if anybody's actually watched me text message, I mean, I'm spelling half the stuff wrong because I'm just kind of like I may be doing two things at once, and I'm just like, you can figure it out. You know, you'll understand what I'm talking about once you read the whole thing. You'll understand it. But yeah, these people who put these narratives out on these videos and pictures,
Yeah.
we can't understand what they're talking about, and you have time to review
Mm-hmm.
what
Before
you
you hit
wrote.
send, before you hit send, double check it.
Yeah, when I'm texting in a hurry, I don't really care. You'll figure it out. I mean, honestly, you will. But
There are some people out on Facebook. On Facebook alone, I've got a Godzilla meme that I put out there when I'm trying to read it, and it says it's got Godzilla. He's laying on a wagon of some sort, laid over, and it said Godzilla died from a stroke trying to read this. So,
yeah, I mean, Mike stuff, easy peasy. I know what he meant.
I
know
knew what he
exactly
meant. I
what
was
he
just
meant.
going to give him some fun for it. So,
Yeah,
because he's probably
you
doing
can
it on
ask.
his phone more.
You can ask. You can ask Mickey out there. I've sent her some stuff I know she had to decipher, but she got it. She got it.
She has
I'm
to
horrible.
decipher a lot of stuff, though.
Yeah, I am horrible. I am horrible when it comes to typing and texting. Because I get distracted really easy. Like there's like 2 or 3 thoughts going on at the same time, and I may send you the completely wrong text, and not on purpose.
Or send me a video, and I'll be sitting there going, "What do you want me to do with this again?"
Yeah,
She
and
just sends me the video.
Yeah. Well, you can look at it. I mean, you can figure it out. It's kind of like, is it worth anything? What do you think? It's like, why else would I be sending you a video? See, it's just, and that's my thought process is because if I send you something, I automatically think that you know what I'm thinking. May not happen that way. But that's what it is. I am just not a big one on explaining those type of things, especially to my colleagues. Because I'm thinking you should know why I'm sending that to you.
No, I don't. I just look at it and go, wait a second. What? Why is she sending me this funny video here?
I know it.
Oops,
I know it.
wrong address. Sorry.
Yeah, but Donnie, he's funny because you have to, any text that Donnie sends you, you have to read it in Cho style.
Yeah.
Okay. You cannot read it in regular English. It has to be Cho style.
Yeah.
But all my text messages are all grammatically perfect.
Sometimes.
Unless autocorrect does something weird. But yeah, I even punctuate correctly. Like I'll put like commas.
Problem is you have to read it thoroughly to understand what he's trying to get across to you.
Yeah, you have to read it Cho style. Once you read it Cho style, you're good. You're golden. You just you gotta.
I do sometimes use complex sentence structure.
Don't do that with us. You know better than that crap, especially on text.
Complex. That just throws us all out. That throws us all out.
Yeah.
No, it's just kind of like when Donnie sends you something and it's funny, you gotta read it. You gotta hear his voice read it. You gotta hear him read it. And then once you hear him read it, you go, oh my God, Donnie. Then that's usually what the words are.
Doing
Donnie. What are you doing? What are you doing? But like I said, I am the worst. I am the worst. And God forbid, don't try to text me or call me while I'm investigating because you're not going to get an answer. You're just not.
Oh no. I'm telling you right now. If my phone starts ringing, you're lucky I don't put it. In fact, a lot of times I'll put it in airplane mode while I'm in the middle of an investigation.
Absolutely. I let everybody know that needs to know. Hey, I made it. I'm here.
Yep.
And
I'll be in airplane mode for the next 8 hours.
Yep. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Or if it's important, I will check my phone when I take what I say is breaks.
Yeah. When you go outside.
The breaks usually happen when activity dies down or I'm not getting anything and then we're regrouping and trying to figure out a different strategy. So that's when I will look at my phone.
Well, yeah,
Deeper.
exactly what you should do. I can't
All
count how
right.
many times I've seen people sitting there. They got their phone in this hand, they got their EMF, and they're like right here with each other, and they haven't put it in daggum airplane mode. And what happens? That EMF, that K2 is just going crazy. Oh, we got
Yeah.
something right here. Hey, move it away from the phone. See what happens.
Yeah. Okay, so that brings me to a piece of equipment that I'm
Okay.
really having a hard time that a lot of newer investigators and some of the veteran investigators are using, and that's the dead bell.
I see
What's
that
the dead
all
bell?
over the place now.
I'm not on board with the dead bell.
What's
Yeah,
the
I
dead
don't.
bell?
Hey, what's up, Ullerson?
The dead bell is, it looks like, the front counter bell at like a hotel where you just ding
Yeah.
it. I've
Yeah.
actually got one around here. It's in my bag, but it's
Yeah.
out there. But it's just, one of those things, you ring it and you wait for somebody to come. Well, the dead bell is hooked up to where it would be registering EMF hits. So it'll ring when it registers an EMF hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not on board with that because I'm sitting there and I will have like a K2 meter, a tri-field meter, and a REM pod, and this dead bell. And the plain text, please. Thank you, Werewolf. He says,
Thanks,
plain text,
Werewolf.
please. And the only thing that's going off is this dead bell. Now you can adjust the sensitivity of the bell, but I am old school, guys. I am strictly old school. So when it comes to that, don't give me this dead bell thing that supposedly is supposed to go off when when something that would create EMF would be close to it. It'll make it go off. I say, which I have one, get a regular bell, not hooked up to anything that you would normally see at a hotel, and stick that sucker out there. Now, if that thing rings, we got something.
Yeah. Well, quite frankly, that dead bell is nothing more than a REM pod.
It is. And you can get a false positive. I am sorry.
Yep.
And I'm busting people's bubbles out there, but you can get a false positive. And I'm noticing you get more false positives off the dead bell than any other piece of equipment out there right now. So I'm losing my interest in it. I thought it was cool at first, going, hey, that would be cool. But I'm losing my interest in it. Because you can't tell the intensity of the EMF by just the ding.
No.
A REM pod, you can tell the intensity because, you'll have it'll slightly go, or it will be like all the lights, all the bells, all the whistles, everything going off at the same time. And this dead bell will go off regardless of what intensity of the EMF. So I don't like it. Now, at Ashmore Estates in Ashmore, Illinois, which is a famous location, they do have a regular concierge bell. Okay, I'm just going to call it that. Okay. I've heard it go off.
And that's what you want to hear. That will make you stand up, take notice.
That is exactly. There is no wires, no nothing. It's just a regular bell, which I have one. And I even bought my friend Terry Mosby one. Now she has a dead bell. But I said, let's try this. Use this and see. If that thing goes off, by golly, we got something. And it's the same thing with when people use the flashlight, where they unscrew the flashlight and they say, if they're asking questions and the light will go on and it'll go off, yes or no, blah, blah, blah. I don't trust that either.
No.
I don't trust that either. Just a minor manipulation. Now, everybody knows how I believe in vibration and sound, and everything on this earth has its own vibration frequency. So everything is moving, and it's always moving. Even when we sleep, everybody's moving.
Well, here's one over here to the side. We're talking about bells and such now. Zara Gonzalez there says it's weird because they say bells clear out spirits, but probably only silver bells. Maybe I've never heard of bells actually clearing spirits. So
they do. They do. If it is in your intent.
Okay.
If that is your intent to clear bells. But it's also inviting energy. So if I'm using my tincture bells and I'm clanging them and I'm talking out my intentions, meaning I'm inviting all, positive energy into my life, da 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 da. I am expelling all negative energy. I
Yeah.
am creating my intent when I'm using these bells. Okay. So I get what you're saying. And yes, if that is your intent to use the bells to clear, yes, absolutely. To cleanse, yes. Okay. It's all in what your higher power is.
Yeah.
When we think of our higher power in Christianity, we think of crosses, we think of holy water, we think of, that sort of thing when we're doing. But when you're talking about the mystical side of things and the spiritual, all of that stuff, you're thinking of vibrations, you're thinking the bells, you're thinking all of this. Whatever your higher power is, whatever your intent is, make it clear and it shall happen. So just remember that when you're there. In a lot of locations, you're not allowed to even speak the words of trying to get rid of energies or, putting out anything, because that's not what they want you to do there. They want you to experience what's there, the energies, the spirits, the stuff. And if everybody's going in there and they're like, I'm casting out all negative, whatever, you don't know exactly what you're doing here.
Yeah. Well, and we've run into that issue now. In fact, Myra at the Aurora Brothel, she posted earlier today that she's banned a guy from coming to there because he was out there bragging that he went into another place and cleansed it for him.
Yeah, you don't go to a haunted location to cleanse, people.
No.
That's not what you're there for.
No,
if you
not
go
one
into
bit.
a private location and the people who reside there say, hey, I don't want this in here, can you clear it? Which is called a cleansing. We know this.
Yes.
But only unless you are asked to do so.
Do you even attempt it?
Yes. And if you don't know what you're doing, it's probably not going to work anyway.
No, probably not.
Again, it's all in intent and manifestation with whatever you're trying to do. I don't understand people nowadays when they're doing this. Listen, you can't make ghosts do what they don't want to do.
Exactly.
Okay. You can make
100%.
it harder for them to stay
there's
in that
Rock.
location, but you can't make them go away. Cleansings, 9 times out of 10, are not a one and done.
No, not even close.
It is a constant battle to keep it cleansed. They're not going to go away just because you say go away.
Yeah.
Okay. You have to mean it. You have to mean it.
They won't follow you if you tell them straight out, you got to stay here. You cannot come with me.
And that is not always a 100%.
No. They might follow you for a few, but they don't stay very long if they do. I've noticed that whenever I get Abigail coming with me and I get the little plant on the back of my neck here at the house.
Right.
Hey, you got to go home.
Castle Rock Paranormal came in. Hey, we were already talking about your video. We played your video in the beginning with the EVP. We already talked about it, hon. You missed it. You're going to have to go back and watch it because I love it. I love it.
she made me do it. I'll let you know.
I did it. Like I said, I was in the video. I'm going to play the video. Okay. It's going to happen. It's going to happen because it's a cool video.
It was. I mean, that was it. And seeing that waveform the way it was, I was like, we got something to back up what we're hearing.
Just to remind everybody that if you didn't really hear what was going on, even though that Randy turned it up and all this other kind of stuff, go back, put some earphones on.
Yeah.
Because you're going to catch it. You're going to have to replay it a couple times to hear it. Now, I caught it on the second time, but I know what I'm looking for and what I'm listening for. So, hey, do that. But we're at an hour and 30 minutes. Let's finish up talking about this thing you guys got going on Saturday, and we'll finish off the night.
Again,
and
go ahead, Randy.
One more thing. Blondes and Boos will not be live tomorrow, but we do have a show for you. Everybody's going to be traveling or getting ready to travel, so there is not a live, but we do have a brand new show tomorrow night, so tune in at 8 p.m. Central. Okay, go.
Yeah, Randy, go ahead and tell them about
that one caught me off guard. That caught me off guard. Yeah. So me and Jason are starting a new Cryptid Talk. It's called Cryptid Talk show on Saturday on Donnie's channel. We're gonna sit here. We're gonna just talk about all things cryptid. We got a special guest that's coming in. He's a good old Southerner. We're gonna bring him in. He's gonna tell us what he knows about cryptids and other things of the South.
Yeah.
So
yeah, for those of you who aren't up to speed, I'm actually going to be away in Virginia visiting my brother. And Randy and Jason, they're still figuring out, like, the account situation, the YouTube
which way we want to go
channel,
with
the
it. Yeah.
StreamYard.
Mhm.
So I told them that they could use my channel as a good, like, pilot.
Yeah, because we can cuss.
Yeah. So
Right,
we-
right. I mean, we don't know what
we
the
don't-
content is really going to be like,
Yeah.
so let's try it out on Dolly's channel
Yeah,
first.
try it out. We're taking it for a spin, and then we'll see how our
Right.
guest
my channel
does
is
too.
meant for you guys, the group, to get experimental,
Exactly.
that's it.
Exactly.
That's
To
it.
see if you're onto something new and exciting. I mean, it's a great way to start.
Mhm.
And if you don't know where to go, that'll be Saturday night at 8:30 p.m. Central
Yep.
on Donnie Cho Says Stuff. And make sure you tune into that because I think it's going to be pretty exciting.
100%.
Good show, yeah.
So, alrighty. Are we done now?
We are
Yeah,
done.
we're done.
We
Are
are
we done
done.
now?
Yes.
there yet?
Thanks for everybody joining on our mysterious whatever
Mystery
show we
show.
had, the mystery
Yeah.
show. We appreciate everybody coming in and dealing with us this week. We were sorry.
Cool.
We are
Yep.
unprepared
We were prepared for nothing.
for nothing. We were prepared for nothing, but we love it. We love it.
Yep. We like to wing it every so often.
Yeah. So
Um,
next week we will make sure that we have our topic ready.
We're going somewhere overseas, the way I understand it, but we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. We may be going on a trip.
There you go.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Night.